By Ben Standig, Dianna Russini, Jeff Howe, Adam Jahns and Kevin Fishbain. The Washington Commanders traded edge rusher Montez Sweat to the Chicago Bears, the Bears announced Tuesday. Here's what you need to know. The Commanders will receive a 2024 second-round pick from the Bears in exchange for Sweat. Sweat, 27, is in the final year of his rookie contract. He's tallied 6.5 sacks this season for Washington. The new Bears edge rusher has totaled 35.5 sacks in 67 games in his 4+ seasons with the Commanders. The Commanders also traded edge rusher Chase Young to the San Francisco 49ers on Tuesday. How Sweat stacks up. Sweat was leading the Commanders and is tied for 8th in the NFL with 6.5 sacks this season. Sweat, a first-round pick out of Mississippi State in 2019, is one of 7 players with at least 5 sacks in each of the last 5 seasons. Bears looking long-term with Sweat. Last year, Bears general manager Ryan Poles traded a second-round pick for receiver Chase Claypool. That selection turned out to be the 32nd pick, but in the moment, the move made a ton of sense for the Bears. They needed help for quarterback Justin Fields and the free agency and draft classes looked thin at receiver. This is similar. Trading for Sweat as a long-term move. The Bears could have 2 picks in the top 5 in the 2024 NFL Draft, but there doesn't appear to be a pass rusher worthy of such a selection. Instead, the Bears can focus on Ohio State receiver Marvin Harrison Jr., the best offensive tackles and, yes, the top 2 quarterbacks. The Claypool move didn't work out for the Bears. A second contract never became an option as he became a distraction who was eventually traded to the Miami Dolphins this season. But Sweat could be different. It's less of a gamble for Poles and the Bears. For starters, there should be less for him to learn in coach Matt Eberflus' defense. Sweat also is in the middle of a productive season with 6.5 sacks. The same wasn't true for Claypool. The Bears have money to spend in the future, and Sweat just turned 27 in September. Adam Jahns, Bears senior writer. Bears needed upgrades. Again, the Bears went from one of the worst pass rushing teams in football in 2022 to being one of the worst pass rushing teams in football in 2023. Their defensive ends, including free agent additions Yannick Ngakoue and DeMarcus Walker, have combined for 5 sacks. Sweat alone has 6.5 sacks. He's an immediate upgrade at a premium position. Over the past 4 weeks, we've heard from the offensive side of the ball the importance of game planning for great edge rushers, like Sweat and Young, then Danielle Hunter, followed by Crosby, and this past Sunday night it was Joey Bosa and Mack. The Bears don't have that kind of weapon that forces opponents to adjust. Sweat's addition should allow Eberflus more flexibility with a defense that needs to be creative and blitz to get to the quarterback, which is not Eberflus' preference.